a sigh of relief from the big center back, Depew, who was marking Kamiri. Ricketts manages to fend off, tying a club record. He had a field day in Bomb. And right away, there is far more intent in the start of this game than there was a week ago. And I know we're just 10 minutes in, but it felt like it took a by Ali Adnan, who's off to the races if he can get his head down, and he is absolutely charging forward. Ali Adnan trying to initiate a counterattack. Good ball into Inbom, and there's room on either side of Inbom. He has options. Inbom may tee one up, but that's a great block.
It is a rather open game here from the start, and what an open game we saw last year too, the 4-3 back and forth game. But that is a chance missed for the Whitecaps not to have laid in Dahomey there.
Ali Adnan drawing the foul from Alexander Katai. I was saying he had his growing up years at Vojvodina, which is where Ranko Veselinovic, the newest Whitecap, also grew up. Became the captain of the team. Inbom and Ali Adnan scheming over this. 13th minute. Good chance for Katai on the Insua cross, and then a Whitecap counter. Inbom steps to it, Adnan serves it, and it's easily away. But Janio Bikel can be as decent as Gerso Fernandez seems to be against the Whitecaps. He'll have a good run here, which is in his neighborhood of Cordoba, Argentina. Adnan for Ricketts. So let's keep an eye on that. Jonathan Dos Santos, who's wearing the armband. Lucas Cavallini trying to get there first and will win the throw. But they've almost passed that critical first 20 minutes, Paul Dolan, and the Whitecaps have seemingly had more possession even than the Galaxy. Yeah,
I wouldn't call it going toe-to-toe, but they're not backing off. They're not sitting as deep as they did at home against Kansas City, where they were far too passive. But Bikel's settled nicely. We haven't seen Pavone in the last few minutes here really attack down that side as much with any real threat.
We haven't seen a
defensive corner here for the Whitecaps, and they're in no rush. Adnan will take this from the left back position. We haven't seen a lot from Adnan. He had a decent crossing opportunity just a few minutes ago, but they'll rely on Ali Adnan to join that attack down that left side.
Dahomey. Inbom, oh, that's clever. And a good effort on target. Adnan, back post and over the head of Lucas Cavallini. Influence to the back line as expected. Katai takes it away from Adnan. Here's Perry Kitchen, 2011 number 3 pick for DC United. He was a Rookie of the Year candidate that year. Katai will play it into Ali Adnan. Early ball for Milinkovic. Milinkovic will play it back to Ali Adnan. Depew watching closely, and a good tackle by Depew. But there's the combination we saw a lot of in the preseason between Adnan and Milinkovic.
This time Adnan taking an underlap position as he goes inside. Well timed from the center back outside the 18 box, and needing to be a little careful up against Adnan. Times his tackle really well.
Offside. 52nd minute. Big Nick Depew, you alluded to his Ottawa time. He's an Irvine, California boy. Lots of UC Santa Barbara grads in this Galaxy roster. Rose for Adnan. Milinkovic with a little nudge in the back, but it's off and out. Ali Adnan trying to navigate his way past two LA Soccer regular season start. A little bit of time overseas too, with both Hearts and Randers in Denmark. That's where David Osted was found when he came to the Whitecaps. Kamiri almost gave it away, but recovered. Tybert probing forward. Ricketts. Dahomey to his right. The chance here to craft something from the set piece. There still is this sense of getting to know you among the Whitecaps, though. That fluidity and freedom of thought is not quite there yet. You could see it, and we've seen it a few times here where attacks have broken down and players have tried to do things on their own. But you have to wonder over time whether they'll figure things out. As again, it's Ali Adnan and Inbaum in the prime positions to serve this one up. Andy Rose got his header on one in the first half that hit the crossbar. Back post ball, up goes Kamiri, but now here comes Ali Adnan into the penalty area. He's got room. It's back to Ricketts. It's 1-0 to St. Ricketts. Has buried it in minute 74. What a run by Adnan, and the Whitecaps have a big road lead.
Well, he scored here last year, one of 3 Canadians to do it when they beat the Galaxy 4-3. But this one, so much more important to start the year here, away from home. And it's so well finished after the great play down the left side from Ali Adnan. Chips it over the defender there. Eyes up Ricketts in a good spot to just side foot it home. And Ricketts does the rest with a really calm, well-placed side footer just inside the far post. You see what it means to Ricketts and the rest of the Whitecaps. 15 minutes here left to play, plus stoppage time. Still lots of work to do for the men in blue, but terrific goal after they really come into their own here since the substitution, bringing Raposo onto the field to play.
And he was involved in the goal. It was his little chipped through ball that Adnan ran onto. Depew went to ground.
Sometime they just want to be careful about how they introduce players, but I think Tybert's going to be fine. He'll have to come to the touchline.
The Whitecaps playing keep away. Adnan looking for Milinkovic, but picked up by Tybert, who's run miles. He'll be a man of the match. Cavallini lurking. It's Ali Adnan again. It's an early ball towards the back post, and it'll be a Whitecap corner.
Lots of space in the middle of the park for Russell Tybert, who won't stop running. Got a little breather after the injury, as we see that the Galaxy will make another switch here with Zubik coming on.